Oluwanifemi Nifi Fagbohun is an accomplished brand development expert and global beauty consultant. Oluwanifemi Fagbohun, also known as Nifi, is the founder of Nifi Signature, a vegan and cruelty-free makeup brand dedicated to promoting beauty safety and innovation. She is also the founder of Accessories by Nifi and Montreal Vendors. With over 18 years of experience, Nifi has established herself as a leader in the Canadian beauty industry. Recognized among the top 100 Black women of excellence to watch in Canada and a recipient of multiple awards, including the Canadian Choice Awards for Health and Beauty Safety, Nifi is also a 5-time best-selling author. Her work has been featured across City News Montreal, Ticker News Australia, Global News Montreal, CBC Montreal, and many other global publications. Nifi, thank you for joining us today. The stage is now yours.
Hi everyone, I'm so excited to be here with you today for the Australian Multicultural Small Business Community event, and I hope truly after the event we'll be able to position our brand for sustainable success. Thank you so much for having me, Lizzie, and yeah, let's dive right in. Okay, position your brand for sustainable success. Yeah. And if we want to talk about positioning your brand for sustainable success, it means you're not just positioning that brand for success, but it has to be sustainable, which means it should stand the test of time, right? And let me quickly share what it means, because if you want to position your brand, you need to understand that you will be resilient enough to allow that brand stand the test of time. It means you are trying to create a strong, consistent brand identity that not only thrives in the present, because a lot of people might start the business like 2-3 years ago, and then you find out after 4 years the business is not like before. It's not standing strongly. A lot of things are changing. I agree, between 0 to 5 years small businesses have a lot of hiccups, but then for those that will stand the test of time, which will then be called a sustainable brand, from the 6th year. And this is what I'm trying to explain, because if you don't have a clear brand identity that not only thrives in the present, nor adaptable and resilient, then you will have issues. So it means you want to position your brand now for sustainable success. Then there are a lot of things you have to put into place before you can say, okay, my brand is properly positioned for sustainable success. Now, I would ask just one question before we go right in. Are you able to identify some brands or one brand you can consider as a successful in your industry? I know it's a food industry, and by now, if you're able to say, "Oh, ABC is a successful food industry, food brand," or CYZ is successful, and for you to decide this is called a successful brand, it means there are a few factors you already saw in those brands, right? Like 3-4 brands doing a lot of things, but you could point these brands out to say they're successful brands. So what have you seen in them? Those factors are those things we're going to discuss today. And while you're trying to put that in the comments, I'll be glad to read them and of course share with you, and we'll discuss why. But before we do that, let's quickly go on and explain further, right? Creating your brand identity. I mentioned that, right? Because when I said you need to position your brand for sustainable success, it starts with you trying to create a strong, consistent brand identity that not only thrives in the present, adaptable, and also resilient to stand the test of time. It will resilient enough to identity itself, because this means that if there is no clear brand identity in place, your brand won't stand the test of time. This and that, but we really can't tell what exactly is Lady ABC doing. We really can't tell what exactly is the business about if nobody can really say much about your business. That is a problem. If there's no clear identity regarding your business or your brand, then there is an issue. Okay, that brings me to my own entrepreneurial journey. When I started about 18 years ago, I have a brand called Navy Signature, and it's just a makeup brand. But when I started, I focused on makeup application services. I was also doing beads, like beaded jewelries. I do trainings. I was also doing there were some things I was doing with them. So there was something we call Ankara in Nigeria, like a fabric jewelries, not just beaded. Now I was doing fabric jewelries. I was doing all sorts. I was even styling. I was even blogging. So it was like, what they call jack of all trades. I'm not saying it's bad to being talented enough to do a lot of things, but have a clear brand identity. When they call Lizzie, let us know you for this thing. When they call NIFI signature, let us know this is what NIFI signature stands for, right? Okay, now, as a then, my brand identity was not clear enough. And I wasn't proud of who I was. I would say I was doing something great, but everything was not how I wanted it to be envisioned. Like I was just doing a lot of things at the same time. But how did I get to change my course? Over time, I had known that my customers are the major or the core of my brand. So I do ask a lot of questions. I check emails, people give feedbacks, and I realized that a lot of people could not really pinpoint what my brand stood for. They're like, we're not even sure. Are you doing beads or have you tilted towards jewelries? What exactly are you doing? Are you styling brides? Okay, are you doing makeup application services or you've stopped? Or like I was doing all sorts at the same time. Then I realized there's fire on the mountain. Okay. And then I had to, pause the beads, the jewelries. I know I love accessories, I love fashion, but I had to let that go and let me focus on this. And okay, this is going to be just for makeup. I mean, if signature is going to be just makeup, accessories could be much later, but let me just create this clear brand identity. Now, what is brand identity? Because we need to understand what it means for you to know how you can create one. I mean, then a clear one. Okay, for brand identity to be clear, we need to understand what it means in the first place. That's unique combination of your core values as a brand, your vision, and your mission. And like you might have heard a lot of times, your mission is a why, your mission before you can start anything, your mission. Yes, your mission is very important. I mean, before you start something, you have this nudge in your heart or in your head or your mind that says, okay, I want to do this thing because of this. Now, that because or that reason, that purpose, that why, that's your mission. You need to know why you're starting something, because if you don't know your why, you're going nowhere. That leads you to your vision, because if you know your why, then you can see, I'm going this place in the next 3, 4, 5 years. That's why you see a lot of brands would have started 2 or 3 years back, and then you hear stories of, oh, the brand is not doing so well like before, or there's something going on. Oh, they really couldn't stand the test of time. A lot of things are happening. I understand. Tell me about it. I know small businesses, we face a lot of hiccups between the 0 to 5 years of starting a brand. So it's understandable, yes. But that's not to say that you really can't do well between 0 to 5 years. I mean, that shouldn't be an excuse. But just to let you know that yes, this is relatable. Between 0 to 5 years, some people fall by the roadside. Like after the 50th, it's no longer existing. Even after the third year, but we don't want you to be like that. We want that identity to be clear enough to sustain you for success, right? All right. So, like I was saying, brand identity is a unique combination of your mission, your vision, and your own core values. Now, core values as a brand, I'm trying to say what you stand for as a brand. Like, I want to believe that as a food vendor that you have integrity. When you say this rice I'm selling has quality, their quality, or this fabric I sell, their quality materials, they shouldn't go home and after 1 week of washing the materials, then it's fading off the colors. Then that's zero business integrity. I mean, you didn't tell them the truth that this is not quality material you're selling to them. We need to be sure that whatever we say to them, they get exactly what they get from you, what they buy from you. And about the core values, you can say, okay, innovation, quality, integrity, all of that are your core values, because these values will guide how the brand is perceived out there and how it operates or interacts with people out there, your customers, even your friends or people around you, your audience in general. And like I said, your brand mission is just like what you do, like the reason you started. Oh, I started because I want to provide an healthy food, blah blah blah. I want to provide a delicious and accessible food within Australia, that when they look for the most blah blah blah, they can find it. They are looking for the greatest of this, they can find it. This is their go-to. And you're talking about your brand vision in the next 4 or 5 years. You want to become the leading choice of every brand out there. Like you want to be sustainable, ethically food products, ethically sourced food products. You are the one they're looking for. So in the next few years, you should have something you have projected your brand to look like, and that's because you have everything in place to be called your brand identity. And that brings us to these key takeaways, that before your brand can be called a brand that has a clear brand identity, you should have a clear vision. If there's no clear vision, you're going nowhere, because you need to know where you're going. Just like you're riding to school, this in this particular scenario, you don't know where you're driving to. Can you just go into the car and then you are going nowhere? No. No one hops into a car and decides to just hop to a car and then you don't know where you're going. Like, no, there is no one that hops into the car without an idea of where you're driving to, right? So that's the vision. You need to know where exactly you're driving to. You need to know where exactly you're positioning yourself to. Oh, I'm going towards this direction. That is why you have to build a clear vision for your brand, and they know what your brand stands for. When they check your industry or check the next store where they sell the Indian spices on it, they should know this brand, I can guarantee you the spices are original. This is authentic. This is the original ones from India. You can be sure that the cultural relevance is there. Or they check whatever it is you've been telling them about. Oh, this is why I started, but they really can't place the reason why you started. We have an issue there, you know. So you also need to know your audience. Those are the key takeaways I would like to ensure you keep in mind. Know your audience. Know your audience. It's very important. They will be telling you a lot of things. Oh, there's something they are looking for and there's this person that sells it, then it means that person is doing something different. There's something special about that person. Like for instance, let's imagine there's a particular Indian spice that is very, very unique. They use that a lot of time in India, and people know that spice for that spice, that this spice, oh, you can't beat it. And then they get to this person's store, they see other spices, but that spice is missing. And they're like, but you said a lot of spice. How come this particular spice is there? But you know, this is like our number one spice in India. Why not even have just that one, because that's more like the major thing they're looking for. So you need to pay attention to your audience. And that's because, for example, when I started my business, I realized, okay, people were telling me, oh, but the makeup part was more of the demand. And I have to pay attention to them. And then a lot of things got clearer for me. So you need to understand your brand identity is the number one thing to put in place if you want to build a sustainable brand for yourself. And that brings us to the next slide, Lizzie. So we want to talk about what you should keep in mind as food for thought. Have a clear vision for your brand. If not, I don't know what's holding you back. Honestly, can you share that with me? We would love to discuss that because I don't want to believe something should hold you back. But I know it's easy to say nothing should hold you back, but then note that there's nothing too hard to resolve, right? If something is holding you back, then you need to go back to the drawing table, like go back to the drawing board and see your why. Why did you start? A lot of people started for the wrong reasons, okay? So that brings us to the food for thought. If you started your brand for the wrong reasons, or just felt, oh, just for me to make some money, you're not passionate about this brand, you and I know that, right? Or you just started because, oh, my friend does this and I feel I should be making this amount of money. She's making millions. I should. Man, why can't I? I mean, why shouldn't I start? I should do the same thing. And then you want to try because working with a competitive mindset, right? No way, that wouldn't work. Start because you have a solid why in mind. This is why I want to do this. I'm purpose driven. This is why I'm doing this. And I want to solve problems. I mean, business is not business until you're solving problems. Get that in mind. It is called business because we are meeting needs. We are solving issues. We are going to solve a need. We are going to solve problems. I started Navy Signature because I wanted to ensure I'm promoting health and beauty safety. People look good, but few people keep in mind their own health, right? And that's where I'm coming from. My angle is to ensure that I guard your health and beauty safety. I mean, you can look good, but with my vegan and cruelty-free makeup products and a whole lot of things like the blue light protection and a lot of things in there as a chemical engineer, and all of these things are formulated with so much stringent properties and all of that, I can guarantee this is safe for your skin, for your body, and your general well-being, and for the planet, and all of that. And then we assure that in your 50s or 60s, you stand no risk of cancer and all of that. But then, how many people can't put that in mind? They just buy lipstick, they just go to regular stores, they just walk into shops and buy makeup. But because I have a why, I am doing this because I want to ensure that the well-being of the planet, the well-being of my people's health, and everything is secured. So please have a why. Else, there's no clear vision because I know where you're going, and if you don't know where you're going, there's an issue. So with all of that, ensure you clearly state your brand identity, and then brand positioning for cultural relevance. This is very important. I mean, we all came from different backgrounds, from India, from Australia, some are there, and some from African countries, maybe from Cameroon, Nigeria, Kenya. I mean, we all came together, and the beauty of all these things, that the beauty of this is that coming together brings a lot of cultural beauty, because you want to learn from the next person. What's the new thing about Cameroon? What's the spice that you guys use that does this for you? Oh, this is how we do it in Nigeria. Our jollof is like this. Oh, Ghanaian will come and say this is how our jollof should look like. And then Australian will say this is how we do our own. We have potatoes. Or Canadians, like, want to blend that cultural thing. You want to have that relevance. Okay, if you go to the store, you can be sure that this person, when you're coming to get the Jebu Gari, this lady has it. Like, you can't beat it. This is where you can get the original of the originals. So for cultural relevance, I would explain with this person's scenario that I know like years ago is in US. He niched down because he wanted to project that cultural relevance. I mean, this guy does makeup and gele like sweetly well. He is a pro at it. Shagun Gele, that's his name. But over the years, a lot of people realized that his gele stands out. There's a way Shagun would do his gele, and a lot of people know that this is from Shagun Gele. And what did he do? As a sharp guy, he gave more attention to just gele. Regardless of him being able to do makeup so well, Shegun focused on gele. He's a senior colleague in the industry. He focused on gele, and then over the years, a lot of people would only wait for Shegun for the title. Even if they are booked makeup artists, they will still book Shegun to do the gele. And that's what someone that is promoting cultural relevance but has already niched down because he has a specific audience that already understands what is going on in this industry. That this person, if you want it, don't just hire makeup artists that will do everything. This one, forget this one is just for Gilly and it will do correct for you. So understand that sometimes you also need to look within and niche down. You can't do everything. Like I said, I had to niche down too, right? Because sometimes you feel, oh, I know I can do this, I can do that. Hey, I know you can do everything, but sometimes you also need to tell yourself the truth that I can do A, B, C, D, but see, this is where my strength lies. This is where my demand lies. This is what my audience is demanding more. I know sometimes, this could be funny. Your audience could demand for ABC every time, and then after like 5, 6 months, they come demanding for D, E, F. Fine, but don't go by that. You can't always please your audience. I know, but just pay attention to your audience. I know that you need to niche down. Focus on what your strength lies in and where the demand is high. They look at where the market also is because you also need to do like competition analysis, your market research and all of that. Niche down. I mean, you can be selling a lot of Gary. I'm sorry I'm using Gary as an example because I mean that seems to be an example that just seems relevant right now. There's a particular Gary we sell in Nigeria. We have the yellow Gary, we have the white, but there's this particular Ijebu Gary. It's so different and unique. I mean, imagine selling diverse Gary and then this particular Gary is missing. And people keep coming, don't you have this Gary? Don't you have? I'm like, you have others. So why do you decide to have others and the exact one that you know could be in high demand is missing? Why? So sometimes you also need to pay attention to those things. Niche down, even if it's just down you sell, you might even end up selling more and be known for that thing. Like if you're looking for this thing, just go there. You get? And for the food, you can decide to just niche down to maybe more spices and herbs, maybe for the Indians, for the Palestinians, or look at what is very much in high demand, or like an authentic thing that people can't do without, like a must have in every home when it comes to cooking or for feeding. Get your hands on it and be sure that that thing pushes itself out for cultural relevance, and then you're niching down before you know it. So please, successful food brands that thrive, that I've known of, or that I can tell you are really successful, they were able to niche down and, of course, clearly have a brand identity. So your key takeaways I will say is know what your people want the most. You can't always think in your head, I want this. Now, there's a difference between what you want and what your clients want. Yeah, I told you about my story when I started. I wanted to do beaded jewelries, I wanted to do a fabric accessories. I was in styling, I was blogging, and I was in makeup application services. I was also training. I had a makeup training studio. So a whole lot of things. I was everywhere. I was also writing as a beauty columnist for Guardian, some top magazines as at that time. I was everywhere. But at the point, I had to sit down. Nifemi, know what your people want the most. What do they want? This is what my clients really want. Okay, carve a niche. Now I can successfully or like proudly tell you that my niche is just centered on promoting health and beauty safety, and that is it. Nothing more, nothing less. Fine, I do business consulting services, but it's still centered around promoting that beauty service, beauty health safety by promoting beauty consulting services and all that is centered around that. My products will tell the story, and my consulting services will also tell the story, but it's centered around just one thing, not me trying to I don't know, reroute my way into bidding. Like that's a total like a different journey. But today now I can tell you have like a different brand for accessories, which is accessories by Navy. So that way I know each one on its own, they have a different brand DNA. I mean, for beauty and makeup and all of that, this is where I need to focus on. This is what I need to do. Carve a niche for yourself to meet those needs. Else, meeting those needs will be so complicated, and then a lot of people would just leave you. They won't tell you. I mean, you need to know that not everybody will be able to tell you because they know sometimes you may not welcome constructive criticism. So please make yourself visible as well. They need to know what you are selling. You can't stock up your products and then shut the store. It's not possible, right? So You want to get yourself seen out there, go out there, get your house up, get into Instagram, get to like check where your brands are visible enough to be seen. The visual related apps, Instagram and TikTok, I think, yeah, and Facebook, yes, those three. LinkedIn is more professional and not for this. So ensure that you make yourself visible. We'll be discussing this more during the networking. And for now, I just want to let you know that if your brand is not visible, even after creating a clear brand identity, nobody will see, nobody will know you. I mean, when I started, I was exploring Facebook as an option till Instagram started, and I quickly moved to Instagram. 2008, I recall. I moved to Instagram, I hopped on it right away, and then I started posting on Instagram, knew about the hashtags, get my hands on it. But right now, even as a business coach, I understand the nitty-gritties of how to build brand visibility and all of that. So please, even when you have a clear brand identity, if you don't make yourself visible, nobody will know what you're doing. You can't have everything in place and then you're on your WhatsApp. I mean, WhatsApp is just for your friends or families or those who have your contacts. But your brand is set to meet the needs of those who need them. It's not just those that know you should need your services, right? You're in a business because you want everyone to see what you're doing. You're not in business for just your WhatsApp community, your friends. I mean, does everybody have your number? No. That's to tell you that you're in business for the whole world. For those who could tap into your business and say, oh, I mean, sorry, I'm in UK, but I have a friend who's in Australia and I would love to get her some better gifts. I want to just shop some food items and then get that shipped to her. Is that going to be a surprise? I saw your page on Instagram. I just want to you know, support your business and I would pay this and that. Let's do this. I've got a lot of people who I met on Instagram. Some of them are in Australia, some of them are in UK, US, and they've shopped my products. So tell me if I wasn't visible. You think it's just going to be Canada or in my room or on WhatsApp? No way. So please, I know it's tough. I know sometimes you can be shy. You don't know how to start. If we will get to that level, I'll be able to tell you how to take actionable steps to make yourself visible. And that brings us to food for thought, which is to ensure you have built awareness enough to gain visibility. So if you have a clear brand identity, build awareness and gain visibility. And with that, we'll be moving forward to share what this means. Lizzie, the next strategies and yeah, how I did it. I leveraged on media, like I said. I used Facebook a lot, and then when Instagram started, oh goodness, greatest news ever. I started posting. I did a lot of research, you know, and then what also helped me was the power of collaboration. I wasn't shy to ask questions. I'm a very shy person, but when it comes to what I want, I wasn't shy to hop on it and say, hey, is there anything going on in the industry? What's happening there? I did some research. Oh, there's a beauty related event, there's a seminar. I want to be there, even if I have to pay, because sometimes we need to also know that you need to pay to get some quality things done, right? I pay to attend some seminars. I want to hear them speak. I want to learn from them. I want to hear their success stories. I want to be inspired. You know, I attended those seminars. I networked. I met people in my industry. I was open to collaboration and networking. I met a lot of beautiful souls that I can call my friends and sisters and like buddies today. So please ensure to network and go out there to meet people, regardless of them being the same industry. This is not going to be competition if you work with an open mind and just work with an healthy mindset that, hey, you're doing this, but we all have different approaches to things. I mean, I have friends who are in the beauty industry, but we don't have the same approach to how we handle the businesses or how we do our own thing. I mean, my approach is different. I'm promoting health and beauty safety. Some of my friends are doing health and beauty, they're doing their makeup products, but they're just selling. I'm not just selling, right? I'm selling with the purpose of promoting your health. A lot of people are selling because, okay, they're selling because it's matte lipstick, because it's dry. They want to just sell dry. They don't understand the scientific background of what exactly they are selling. I did all of that. I did my research. I'm not trying to say they didn't do the research, but a lot of people are just selling because they want to sell because this is a good business for them. I mean, they know how to sell. Marketing skills is top notch and all that. But me is a total. It's just like a total combination of me understanding what I want to sell, and then marketing skills, everything intact, and yes, being able to say over the years, this is what I can defend any DNA have because yes, I was there when all of this got formulated. I can see, okay, my own project consulting team and all that, and all my what do we call them? People who did this together, put them together. We're all together in this, and we understood the formulations and everything behind it, so I can defend this. And yes, so please leverage media. Don't be shy. Go on Instagram. Just check people in in your own industry. Just type food industry in Sydney, food blah 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 in food vendors in this. I don't know. Just check around and you'll be able to find some more, and then have interactions, healthy ones, collaborate. What's working for you? Oh, you sell this. This is complementary to mine. My kind of food, my kind of I don't know, maybe snacks or something, but something complementary to yours. See how you can collaborate and make things work for yourself. It's not always about the competition. There's something in the next person that would inspire you. You'll be shocked that your conversation with this person might just inspire something in you that you want to then do something better. Please, so let's get over with this idea of, oh, she's doing the same thing, and then I'm not sure we could have an like no conversation is going to come out of this now. And I'm not, no, please, that's like many years ago, people think that way, but now we know better that for you to move forward, you need people around you. You need a team. You need people. You need people. If you want to go far, then what you have to get people on board with you. But if you just want to go fast, if you want to go fast, you need people. If you just want to go in beats like just the way a snail moves, then you can go alone. It's fine. Nobody stops you from going alone. But if you want to go fast and go far, then you need people, solid people. Build quality relationships. Nurture them. Don't just build, because sometimes we meet people. I'm telling you from experience, when I started networking, because I'm shy, and I meet them, sometimes I just get a contact, I save it, I don't follow up. But over the years, I realized that, see, following up is the main thing. Then I would have to also be sure that their values aligns with mine and the kind of things I want to do. Then I started nurturing those relationships and then collaborated over the years. I mean, I've met friends in the industry that are over 20 years right now, and we are still good. So please get yourself out there and don't be shy. Ask questions. Oh, how is this working for you? Oh, I got mine from Cameroon, and this is how it works for me. I'm not sure. Do you guys have this in Cote d'Ivoire? Or how does this work in India? I just want to learn. Like, you could be as in, you'll be surprised how an Indian would just be the solution to what you need. Like, so get the mindset of that, oh, I can't mingle with the next person because we do the same thing. No way. Please don't. If you do that, yeah, already welcoming a mindset that will ruin your business, because you need each other to grow. You need, I'm telling you from experience, you need each other to grow. So please, networking and collaboration is very key. Let's choose collaboration over competition. Very important. Very, very important. And strategies, I explained how I did it. I hope you'll be able to explore some strategies and see how it can work for you based on your own brand DNA. And that brings us to the next one. Okay, food for thought. I want to expect that by now you should know the marketing platforms that you currently use. For some of us, I know use Instagram to market your products. Some of us use Facebook. Just be sure of what exactly is comfortable for you. But I'll also tell you that sometimes you need to get off your comfortable zone. I mean, great things don't grow from comfortable zones. You need to get off that comfort zone, because if you want to really do what you want to, like, you want to get the best out of that thing, get off from your comfort zone. Because if you don't push and push, keep pushing. You can't keep saying, if you are comfortable, there are a lot of people are doing the same thing and fine with different approaches and all that. But you can't stay, if you want to grow, you can't stay in that comfort zone. Oh. I keep trying new things, research. So leave that comfort zone and explore a lot of new things. I read a lot, I do a lot of things, I get certifications based on what I want to read. I want to just be relevant in my industry and be sure that I'm on top of my game. Whatever I want to do, okay, this is what is trending now. This is what I need to adapt with. This is the new trend. This is what this is saying about my industry right now. I want to be relevant. So please get yourself out there and stop being comfortable. Ensure consistency in all you do, and quality, you can't beat it. Like I was saying about your clear brand identity, when you build your brand identity to be clear enough, you've built a brand visibility, then it's time for you to ensure consistency. I mean, you can't have a clear brand identity and then you've built visibility, then you're not consistent. That brand would fail, because then you would not be sustainable. After 5, 6 years, it will just go into extinction, right? Because consistency is the real thing, it's key. If you keep doing this, keep trying different styles, different approaches, different things like that, before you know it, you'll be the master of the whole thing. And then your reputation matters. Let your brand be known for this. If you call this product this, that it does this, let it do the work. Not like you will get this product and then we get them, oh, but this lady marketed this way, and then I'm finding it to be something else. Please, please, please. Now I'm going to share a story with you. When I branded my product some years ago, I realized that the what do I call it? The 4-in-1 pen wasn't what I wanted. How did I realize? Because anytime I buy stuffs, anytime I brand anything and I'm about to sell, I brand them, I'll try the package. I try on myself for like 2, 3 months before I push it out to the public for sales, right? Okay, I realized that maybe I really use the pencils, but I really, really know what's going on. I really saw that happen to me. So, well, I sold them. Everything was fine. I sold them. And then a lady reached out and said, Nifemi, I'm sorry. I don't know if this would be something you're comfortable with, but I'm not sure if you've experienced this. But I just want to tell you that when I used the pencil, the retractable pencil was breaking. I don't know, but it's so quality, it's nice, but it breaks, which means it's not durable. I mean, I told myself, I can't be selling something worth $30. 30 Canadian dollars is money, okay? So I wouldn't feel good buying such, and after 2, 3 days of using that to fill my brows in, then it breaks. You know what the retractable pencil is? This is like it twists, and then after 2, maybe 3 days of trying to fill your brows, you just keep breaking. Then before you know, it's just tiny left. I wouldn't want that to happen. Okay, I went back to the production team. We talked, we discussed a lot of things. I was not ready to compromise. I'm like, well, you know what? If we can't change this, then I won't go on with this. What did I do? I discontinued that. Now, not because I wouldn't want the money, but I thought of something. A lot of people might not understand that a good name is much more better than money. I understand I experience the loss, fine. What did I do? I was just giving my friends as gift. You know what? This pencil is very good, but at the end of the day, I don't want to sell them because I wanted to have a good experience and not just say, oh, I bought this quality products. I want you to buy that quality product, and alongside what you're buying the value. You're getting more value for the price, and you are also enjoying the experience. So at the end of the day, I want to sell the experience. I don't want to sell product to you. And over the years, what I've been selling is experience and reputation. So I don't want my reputation to now be like, what's happening with Nifi? I mean, they will start questioning that product before I know it. And I wouldn't want that, you know. I wouldn't want someone thinking, oh, maybe the lip color is gonna be like this, maybe the matte colors are not gonna be like that. You know what? I discontinued that pencil. I don't promote it anymore on my pages, you know. So this is just an example to let you know that if something is not working, go back to the drawing board. And if it seems to be going to be a compromise at your table, take that out. I mean, you shouldn't be represented by something that does not bring value to your name, to your brand, and to you as a person. Because at the end of the day, you are your brand, right? This is Nifi. When I call Nifi signature, I am still Nifi. I stand right there to say this is Nifi signature. So you are your brand. Whatever happens, you are your brand. You represent the brand. So there's always a part of you creeping into your brand, right? So I wouldn't want my reputation to be like something else. At the end of the day, people were like, "Oh, yeah, I love the pencil, but I just felt maybe it could stay longer." I'm like, "Oh, so what if? What if?" Now the what is in my head, I'm like, okay, what if the lady didn't tell me, and what if I was not also humble enough or open-minded enough to receive such feedback? I mean, I know sometimes as business owners we feel attacked. You feel attacked that, oh, maybe she's addressing me that way. What I'm selling does not meet quality, or what's she trying to say? You know, no, please watch your blind spot, listen and act. Sometimes we see things differently. Not even sometimes, most times, you know, you sell this thing, you've checked the I's dotted well, fine, the T's are crossed well, fine. But you need to watch your blind spot. Your customers are saying things, pay attention to them, listen and act. Create customer feedback. I mean, let there be loops where you can, if it's going to be Google consultation firm, ensure that they have something to reach you. If it's going to be emails, ensure to create unique memorable experiences. That's, I won't joke with that, and I don't want to joke with that, because I will tell you one thing for free. What's been working for me? I mean, I'm not the only global beauty consultant, but then a lot of people tell me, people that have been stuck with my brand for over 2 decades, almost 2 decades. Although I officially started 18 years, but I had started before that. So let me say, those that are stuck with me till now, it's just because of the experience they've had. I am selling the experience. I'm selling something that a lot of my say, oh, but that brand is not like it. So let there be something about you that is, oh, I'm going back to her. Even when they chat with you, oh, I love this brand. Reach out 2 days later. Oh, how did it work for you? Is there anything I could do better? How can I help? Oh, about that lip color, I was going to help you. I was going to explain how best to apply this, ensure you put a Vaseline or a gloss before. Like, give some tips, help, send some newsletters out. Don't just all about the sales. Stop being salesy. You know, create memorable experiences. Be unique. A lot of people are selling what you're selling. I hope you understand that. But everyone's approach definitely is going to be different. So please ensure you create that customer feedback loops. It helps a lot. I will tell you, it helps a lot. Reach out to them, just be involved, be involved. Don't just sell and then it's gone till they come again or create, or till you create another 25%. Promo time is almost winter or winter sales or is small business month sales. No, please. Let's ensure to have measures in place to ensure that our brand maintains the high quality standards. Like I explained to you, I had to discontinue a product because I was not ready to joke with my brand reputation. So please ensure your high quality standards are not jeopardized. It's quality or nothing. It's excellence or nothing. So please, like we mentioned, that when you build a clear brand identity, you also need to visibly be out there. Then you can now stay consistent because you're out there, you're visible, your brand is visible enough. Then stay consistent. And how do you stay consistent? We've mentioned all of that. Your reputation matters, watch your blind spot, create customer feedback loops, create unique memorable experiences. I mean, with all of this, I would beat my chest and say you are on the right path. You are on the right path. And that brings us to the food for thoughts. What measures do you currently have in place? If you have them in place, put them in the comment section. Or if you don't have them in place, ponder on this and just project that for the next move you want to make for your brand. Okay. And I believe that with all of these actionable steps, this brand of yours will never remain the same. That I can assure you. And that brings us to the next one about the long term strategy for sustainable success. This is where the work lies, right? I mean, a lot of people who have built their brands will tell you it's not been easy. It's not been easy. I know. I started this 12 years ago. Oh, I started 10 years ago. If you ask them questions, I can assure you hear a lot of stories of how they've pushed through resilience, how they've pushed through with this, with that, even when there was nothing much like financially, how they've struggled, there was no grants, but they pushed through. So at the end of the day, they were focused on so many factors to help the brand push for growth, right? And that is why it became sustainable. Learn from that. I put that in a book I wrote recently. I released the book recently exactly to help all entrepreneurs. It's called Beyond Brushes. It's on Amazon. If you want to hop on that later, it's fine. But I'm just trying to ensure that, see, even if you've clearly built or stated a brand identity and you have built that visibility of your brand, if you're not consistent nor ready to keep the sustainable growth strategies in place, this brand is going nowhere. So please watch and listen to the market. What is the next thing in technology now? Oh, this is what is happening in the food market now. Oh, in the food industry, there's something right now. It's all about ethical food sourcing. Oh, it's all about going green. Oh, it's all about this. Then position yourself like that. So if you don't pay attention to the market, you will be back. You'll just be behind. You'll realize that a lot of people are moving forward, they are moving, but then you are still here. Years ago, a lot of our parents will tell you, oh, this was how things were done, right? I know a lot of us, our stories are different. Our mothers or parents or guardians would have told us stories of, when I had you, this was how things were done. Are they the same now? No. And that's to tell you that the market is not the same. In the next 5 years, the market will still be the same. And how do you keep yourself on track? Which means you have to pay attention to the market and also read, meet people, do your research. You may need to do some courses. So please adapt to trends. And to adapt to trends, you need to be very, very much present. Like on Instagram, check what's going on. Like sometimes you need to check some other pages, even in other countries. How are they doing this? What can you do to make yours better? How can you explore this part of the trend to boost your own market sales, to boost your own product? So see, not until you adapt to trends, you will just be there and you will not be relevant in your industry. So please stand up from where you are. Stand up, get up from that comfort zone. Get to adapt to trends. Innovate and watch your competitors. I'm not saying this because I want you to start working with a competitive mindset, because I know a lot of times people think when they said it's time for, when people say it's time for competitive analysis, oh, I start analyzing my competition. This is how she does it. Oh, she does it this way. No, I'm only saying that when you need to analyze the market to check how your competitors are doing it. I mean, competitors here means people in the same niche as you. Check out they're doing theirs. What's their approach? What do you think people are saying about theirs? Now look at yours. How do you do yours? How can you do better? How can you innovate to even beat that or even do better? Like get something pen down your approaches, read. If you have to even hop on a course to get to that spot, please do. So please also track your performance for continuous improvements. You've mentioned the need to send feedback forms, reach out to your clients. I know it's gradually if you don't have feedback forms. If it takes you to check on them on Instagram inbox, oh, hi, how are you doing today? Is everything fine? About the herbs and spice, we sent out some days ago. Did you receive them? And how was it? Any feedback? I would love to know how we can be better. I mean, be open-minded, be free, be open to correction. Let them know you are willing to become a better person. You want to do better by them, right? So please, how can I do better? Is there anything you notice? I observed when you purchased like 2 years ago, you stopped reaching out. Is there anything the problem? Reach out to them. Some of your customers won't get back to you because they're not sure of how receptive you could be if they tell you what exactly is going on with your brand that they feel is not comfortable with them. Let them know you are open to correction and reach out to them. I mean, at the end of the day, you are in business for your customers, right? You're not in business for yourself or for your family consumption. You're in business for people to get them, right? To buy from you and, of course, to meet their needs and solving problems. So please track your performances. It's okay. Take it step by step. If you have to reach out a business consultant to learn how you can track all of that, it's okay. By the end of the day, ensure that you build all your sustainable growth strategies, else you'll just be on the spot. You'll just be on the spot. Because for me, I reach out to my clients, I send forms out on their birthdays. There's something I do. When you shop from me, I have that in my data already, and I have your birthdays, special days. I already ship them out to their addresses, like getting it shipped to them 3 to 2 days before their birthdays. Like, oh, Nifi, that's what, oh, you remember my birthday? Like, oh, I don't ask like formally. I ask stylishly. You might be talking about like, oh, when is the birthday? Oh, that's it. I'm also July. Oh, really? I just done that now. And then they just realize that I sent something to like, wow, that's so sweet of you. You're so thoughtful, like this, like that. Let that be something they will be able to say, oh, this lady humanized. There's a sense of personal touch they can feel about their brand. So please, it's part of sustainable growth strategies. Humanize the brand. It also helps you to innovate, watch how your competitors are doing their thing. People always go there because at the end of the day, people will tell you that might not be the best brand ever, but because the approach the person has put in place to get the sales out there is so sweet and different. Then people will rush and rush and rush that person. It might not even be the best brand out there, but people will purchase that for the experience. Like I said earlier, people would only buy from you because of the experience they've had with you, not just because the brand is the best. I mean, we have a lot of people doing the same thing like you do. It might be differently, but people do what you do already. I mean, except you want to lie about that. But what can we say about your brand that stands you out? Your brand identity, don't forget. So please ensure that you get all the growth strategies in place if you want to be sustainable as a brand. All right. And that brings us to the next slide, Lizzie. Lizzie. Okay, so food for thought for this will be working. What is working in your business right now? I want to believe that with all that we've been able to analyze or shared this morning, you can pinpoint some things working in your business. We have to be very, very sincere with ourselves. I mean, this is not the time to say, okay, I just want to raise nothing manageable. We have to be very sincere. If it's white, is white. If it's black, is black. So what is working in your business right now? If you can put that in the comment section, please do. And let us know what is not working. If it's the marketing strategy is not in place or you couldn't find it easy to niche down, you have issues with niching down, let us know. And what is working in your business? You have good sales tactics, you have good brand identity. Bravo, you have all of this working for you. You have great visibility already. Your media visibility for the brand is like top notch. Good for you. And let's know what is not working. Let's know what we then need to readjust. I mean, if nothing is working, if this particular thing is not working, that calls for concern. Then it means we need to readjust, right? So please let's know what is working in your business. I'll be reading them. Struggling with marketing strategies. Oh, Olubukola will be able to address that. Thanks for being sincere in mentioning that. And someone said for me is niching down. Great, Elizabeth. And who else? And we'll be able to address struggling with. Okay, we mentioned that before. Please feel free to add more if you'll be able to share with me, and then we'll be able to address that later. And then this is because if we don't understand what is not working, then we can't find solutions. I mean, we only resolve what we call a problem, right? If we have a problem, how do I get to say, oh, we can resolve this? Without a problem, we can't find a solution. Please let's know these are the problems. Oh, this is working. Oh, this is not working. And then when we know, we will be able to readjust. And then we can decide to get the resources that is applicable to your situation. Because for now, if you say yours is struggling with marketing strategies, then we need to know what exactly are you selling? How have you been doing it? What do you have in mind? What is your goal? I would then have to look into your brand DNA as a person and what you have in mind. Then we're able to put all of that together to coin out resources that would be responsible for your growth and say, okay, these are the tools I can say would be very, very good to help you scale up, right? In case you started before, like some years ago, or to push yourself out there for growth. So please ensure that you know what exactly is not working. Because if you don't know what's working, I mean, we'll be on the same stage for too long. So please let's be sincere with what is not working so that we can ensure to find or get resources that we will be able to use, tools to help you make necessary adjustments, like you getting the right knowledge, making the right business consultants, pairing up with them, or even mentorship. Sometimes it could be grants. I mean, a lot of people have started business years ago, but it's still not like it should. Finances are not like that, like not that good. We understand. I mean, the economy is not so impressive, we know, but then we can't stop pushing. But then there are available stuff out there, grants, tap into grants, start applying for grants. You may need to meet some grant writers, get easier services, get everything out there, position your brand well, build your business strategies in place, build your business. Sorry, there's something I wanted, something else I've forgotten. Like get everything ready so that when it's time to build some things, you have the resources ready. You need knowledge to get on a course. You need mentorship. Get to meet some people in your industry that you respect. It might not even be your industry. It could be consultants. Someone in the food industry who is a consultant. Could even be financial consultant. Maybe you don't know how to put your tax together. Or there's something not working for you in trying to get your logistics in place. You don't know how you're spending the money, expenditure, and everything. You're just like everything is together. You don't know how to channel what is coming in or what is coming out to say you are growing. You don't even know if you are growing. You're just selling and the money is just coming and it's going. You might need mentorship for that. Like I always tell people, as a business owner, you need three people in your life. The three key people in your life. You can't joke with a legal person like a business lawyer. You can't joke with a business consultant. And you can't joke with a financial advisor because these three people will put you on the right track. I mean, for a business consultant, you need some things, some tips to push your business to grow, some strategies to help you stay on track. You need your business consultant on your arm, like on your right path. And then you need a financial advisor. You want to know how to get all your figures like intact, everything intact. My husband does that. We do that all of the time, most times together, and because he's very sound in that regard. So we most times just all of that with tax and all that. So with that, we work as a team. And then for the other part, which is you having a legal advisor, have a business lawyer, because sometimes you'll be surprised that okay, sorry, where do you find grant writers and how do we know where to locate grants or be alerted on available grants? Good question. How to locate grants. Now, this is about research. You can type on Google grants in Australia. There's another grant. There's a particular grant I know is global, like for women in the diaspora. You see that one. Maybe I'll check and I'll send to Lizzie. But the best way to check the research grants in Australia, grants in Sydney, check. Like in Canada now, we have a lot like diverse for Black women, for women of color, for this, for that, for Canadian women, for everyone, like even US, Canada, like everyone like that. So for Australia, that could be the same. You could have like in Australia. So go just Google grants in Australia. Feel free to check, and we may also do some resources like research for you and send to you. NSW Business Concert can help. Beautiful. Thanks for mentioning that. With someone said, I will say staffing expenditure on staffing or help can be significant in the food business, but is necessary to scale. I love that. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Like I was saying, you need to get a legal advisor because sometimes we have issues with clients. You never thought you could have, but because you did not build business contract, then you fall into that trap. So with a business advisor, with a legal advisor on your team, all of that has to be covered. You have all of that already. If anybody comes in, oh, this is it. Before you do this, okay, before I ship this to you, you're buying in bulk, you need to sign this contract. So everything binds you both. So nothing changes after that or any alteration coming afterwards. No, it's not going to be welcome. So you need to have those three people on your team. Now, how important is it to use multiple social media platforms for your marketing? Can you succeed by sticking with one only age Instagram? Absolutely yes. And I'll mention to you why. It's totally dependent on the nature of your business. Now, don't get me wrong. A lot of people use TikTok. Some people use Instagram. Some use both. Some use both. Not even just both. Like some people use Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, those three. And that's because they have visuals and the audience they have major they are there. So you also need to know your target audience. Most of your audience are the Gen Zs. You may want to sit on Instagram and TikTok, right? So your target audience is also a factor here. If you want to decide, like a lot of things will be your decisive factors. Like you need to know who can you call your target audience? Who exactly are you selling to? Are you selling for? You understand me? Then the Facebook could just be maybe your community platform is there. You want them to see what you're doing, or you have some people who are based in your locality. You want them to also see what you're doing. Facebook is fine. A lot of the older ones are on Facebook. They are very comfortable there. They are not moving. So you want to stay there to just like a plan, be like an extra for you. Then Instagram, very, very important. I mean, you're not on Instagram. What are you doing? So please, yes, you can see on one, but it's dependent on who you have as your own target audience. So I won't just say Instagram because I don't know your target audience. That's also very important. If you know your target audience, if it's just Instagram, then it's fine. If you want to add LinkedIn, maybe you have a professional side of it. Maybe you also do public speaking. You want to let them know what you do, or you have some other things you do. Then you want to just have a touch of LinkedIn, but it depends on what you do, who your audience is. If you know your audience is going to be more on Instagram. If they're going to be there, then stay there. If they're going to be more on TikTok, just stay on both. So please identify your audience and then you can create an engaged community. If you're already at a place and you know what you are going to do there, you know your audience are there already, start creating the engaged community, be humanizing about, be there, be present, be involved, build genuine relationships. I mean, you just don't want to sell and leave. I know there was a time being shy, I understand sometimes a part of our personality creeps into our businesses and we have to stop that because we know you are in the business to sell to meet people. You sell and then it ends there. No. You sell but follow up, please. Learn to follow up. Reach out. Reach out. It's very important to reach out. Stop being salesy. Janina said, how do you know which trends to follow or where to stay true to your brand identity? Stick to old way. Oh, well, I wouldn't say to stick to old way because if you want to stay true to your brand identity, you firstly need to identify your why, your core values, and your vision. Where are you going to? Then when you know where you're going to, align it with the current trends, right? Align with the current trends. If, for example, now when I started my product, like branding my products, I knew then that it's more about sustainability. It's more about healthy living. It's more about conscious beauty products, right? And what did I do over the years? I rebranded this year in March. Again, I don't stop adapting, like staying relevant with whatever I do. What did I do in March? I positioned myself. Was it March? No, May, because it was going to be a significant time because of Mother's Day. I rebranded and relaunched again in May. Okay, because I have done this, I have done that. I had already added blue light protection because this is what is needed at this time. A lot of things are changing. So, with respect to my brand identity, which is centered around promoting health and beauty safety, right? I needed to ensure there's blue light protection. I needed to ensure A, B, C. I needed to ensure D, E, F. So then I could follow the trends of, oh, this is what I can join. Oh, we're talking about this, then I need to join this. Then, oh, this trend, I need to join this. If it's not in alignment, then I'm not there. So, firstly, your brand identity will be able to push you to where exactly you can fall into because you can't be everywhere, like jumping on every trend. I know it's cute. So people say, oh, yeah, I want to try. It's good to try, yeah. But please stay true to your brand identity and then you know where exactly you can fall, like the kind of trend you can fall into. Because I mean, a lot of people will do lives every time. You want to explain what's going on. It's okay because part of you sharing. Some people are more tilted towards the educational part of their businesses. They want to share, oh, this part of spices use this way. You want to do some practical, like do some practice, like the practical part of it on maybe Instagram live. That could just be your own way of adapted to trend, like the educative part of it, pushing more of educative part of it out, then you find more that a lot of people would buy that product because you are always educating them on how to use the spice. Oh, there's a new spice in town. How to identify this. My own was about how to identify the toxic chemicals in products. I was always pushing that out, do a lot of videos sometimes. Like so, that's my own way of adapting to trend. So for yours, it could just be educating, like also like, okay, do some videos, come out there and share with you, or even collaborate with a friend who does the same thing in your food industry and talk about some things together. Share about what's going on in the food industry, what's new in the food industry. Like build a solid network and see what's going on. What can you do better? But Instagram, yes, very important. Very for visuals, you can't beat it. You can't. So be helpful, not salesy. I know a lot of us usually just get out there only when it's time to promote. Oh, there's promotion, 30% going off. It's gonna be small business week. After that, you're back to your shell. No, 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 no. I say no. Please be helpful. We sold some things out recently. Have you reached out to them to ask how did it go? Is there anything you need to do better? Is there anything wrong? How did they find it? Oh, you need to get feedbacks. You just want to know. And that's it. And then you get to hear, oh, this is what I saw about my brand. This was what happened. I wish this, I wish the quantity. Then you just, find a way to meet them at the middle, like, okay, yeah, I understand. It's just because of this and that. So please learn to engage with your community. Don't just sell and leave. Build genuine relationships with your customers. You realize that sometimes people could be going through a lot, but because they just chatted with you, oh, I wanted to buy this, and then you're a bit free. I'm not saying you have all the time in the world to chat, but just be with a personal touch that they can relate with. That, oh, this person is so warm, she's so humble, she's so sweet. You're not just about the sales. Be human. Be kind. Be kind. Let your brand reflect who you are. Engage with them. And the food for thoughts. I just wanted you ask yourself how you can be helpful to your customers. I mean, this is about you, not me, because at the end of the day, you can only give what you have, right? You can't give what you don't have. If you believe in having business integrity, you will give integrity to your clients. If you believe in promoting excellence, I mean, you won't stand for nothing, because if you just do it for doing sake, yeah, I just package, just manage it. But no, no, it's excellence or nothing. Because see, I understand we want to just do some things because we are managing it. Just I just start. You can start and still start well. You can start on a solid note. Nothing stops you from starting on a solid note. I mean, a lot of us made mistakes where we started, but you are just starting. You can build on those mistakes, learn from them, and you start strong. Nothing stops you from starting strong. Learn from people who have done business like years ago. They've made mistakes. Read their stories. Check where the loops are. Check where the errors are, and see how you can apply that to you and do better. So please know that you can't give what you don't have. Ensure that you understand your why, so you can give your why to them. You are helpful to them. You know what you want, because at the end of the day, you want to ensure that your brand stands the test of time, becomes sustainable and successful. Okay, communicate in a manner that you are proud of your brand or yourself. So how do you communicate with your brand, with your customers? I just want to know, is there anyone willing to share? You want to write there? Please feel free, go ahead. I'm welcoming all of that. Let me read from you. I'll be glad to read them. How do you reward loyal customers? I've had customers that I can say they've been with Nifty Signature for like 10, 12, 15 years. And what do I do? Sometimes out of the blues, I just ship them products. And then they me, I didn't order. I said, yes. Oh, did I forget? Like, no, it's fine. Am I going to? I said, no, I just thought to share with you. I'm like, oh, wow, this is impressive. Like when we relaunched, let me say, we launched the brand in May this year due to the addition of the blue light protection. And I also changed the biodegradable products, the packaging. I changed the packaging for the lip colors. The former one was not what I wanted, like for a long while. I sent to like five of them different things. Then another one within UK, I sent three people. Like I just like picked at random three people in UK, two in US, and five within Canada across the provinces. They kept researching. Nifem, I'm not sure. I don't know if I heard that for anything. I'm like, yeah, I know. This is a new one, and I just want to say thank you for being a part of Navy Signature. I mean, you've been with me over the years. I'm not the only brand, but then you chose to stick with me. That's a lot, and I really appreciate that. Please enjoy. And you know what? Without saying ABC to them, these ladies did videos, they did testimonials like this. Like sometimes, you might be doing something out of just your own free will. Like, oh, I just want to do this because this is me. I'm just being real. I just want to give because this is me. I love to give. I just love to share and say thank you. But then it just triggers them to do more. It just like inspires them to say, oh, this lady, no, this is so sweet. They will just start doing videos and say, oh, I just got this done. I think you will like this testimony. I just felt I should share. They will be tagging me on Instagram. Like, you know what? Ensure that you are very intentional in communicating with your customers. Just do it from your heart. Let it flow. Let them know this is from the heart. I mean, it's easy to fake it, but it doesn't last. When you fake it, sometimes they know, sometimes they don't know, but at the end of the day, you know yourself, it doesn't last. It won't last. So be very intentional in how you relate with them, how you get them on board with you, because it also helps you to create a strong brand identity. Would you be able to flip back to the slide before now, Lizzie? Yeah, nurture genuine relationships with customers to earn their loyalty for repeat orders. That will not be like, it's not going to be rocket science. They have to also trust you enough that you believe, okay, this is what they stand for. Okay, they have to believe you that, okay, this is what this brand stand for. So you have to also do your own part so that you can earn their loyalty, because if you're not doing well, they will not stay loyal to you now. You're not the only one selling it. And when they're loyal to you, see, they will repeat orders. They will keep asking you, oh, can I have more? They always, I want to get some two extra in case you say you're running out of stock now. One of my lip colors, the light brown that I use for lining the edges of my lips sometimes. Most times I run out of stock. There's a lead that will say, I want three because I'm not sure if I order next time. You will not. I don't want to be hearing that you run out of stock. Please just send me three this time so I don't have to order the next 1 or 2 months. And I know it's not food. So for us to want it, it means there's something I'm doing right. Repeat orders sends a signal of you're doing something right. So be intentional in communicating with them and nurture that genuine relationships with customers just to earn their loyalty for repeat orders. But do it for from the heart, not because you want to do, not on a strategic note to earn loyalty. Oh, let me just tap in. You're building, you're building relationship for strategy. No, don't do that. Build it genuinely. Let it. That's why I said genuinely. Just nurture genuine relationships. Don't let it be mechanical. I'm just doing it because this is strategy I have to put in place. Oh, don't be very mechanical about this is strategy. Let me quickly do it. No, please. So and just to do a recap of everything we've done today, we've touched on today, I would say that it's very important to have a clear brand identity. Lizzie, the next slide. And also ensure to carve a niche for a brand. Like I mentioned, if you don't niche down, you might be having issues because some people get confused with all that you do. You might be surprised. You think you're doing so well, but they are confused. They don't know what you do. They can't even say this is what you stand for. So yes, you need to carve a niche. Let there be a clear niche. This is what Bukola is known for, Elizabeth is known for. So if you have any questions, please let us have them. Build consistency. I mentioned consistency because it's okay to have a clear brand identity. It's okay to have visibility, but you're not consistent. Then you won't stand the test of time. I mean, you can't be posting like 3 months, like back to back, trying your best. Then then you go on break for 6, 7 months. What happened? That's inconsistent. Okay, so let's ensure to build consistency, have quality measures in place for your brand, and of course ensure you pay attention to feedbacks. A lot of that strategies, we've said a whole lot. Please share your questions with me. I'm happy to answer them. And yeah, thank you for having me, Lizzie. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Nifemi. That's really awesome. I guess we all had a great time. This is really beautiful. Thanks for sharing your experience. I think I got some questions here. Sorry,
Yeah, someone
could
someone
you
is a
go
slide
one
back.
slide back? I missed it. Okay. I will definitely share this slide. Okay. Is it this one? Thank you so much. This was great. Thank you. Thank you, Elsie, for that feedback. Um, yes, okay, this is the one. All right, thank you. I'm happy to share the slides with you by email. And for the question, Joe, about where to find, what was that question again? About where to find grant writers and things like that. I will also share by email the contact of the business concierge. They are very good at helping. And I think Halima talked about how they can help you as a business owner to find all this information that are necessary for you to grow your brand. Um, okay, so that would be awesome to have the slide deck. Sure, I'll be happy to share. So right now that brings us just 1 minute. So I just want to thank everyone for attending this session. I hope you found it insightful. And I want to ask that you please leave your feedback. I'm going to share the slide, the feedback. Please, just 1 minute. Yeah, so please scan that barcode and send your feedback. The NSW Small Business Commissioner would love to know how you went with this session and if there's anything to improve. So the next event comes up at 12:30 p.m. And it's going to be a great opportunity for you to connect with other entrepreneurs. Nifemi did talk about, your network, connecting with people, leveraging relationships. This is an opportunity to do so. So it's a great time to exchange information, to grow your business through a wider network of entrepreneurs who are supporting one another to thrive. So we welcome you also to join the multicultural business and food entrepreneurs network. It's a supportive community where you can connect, share, and thrive. And we are all working together to promote cultural food adventure across Australia. I know when Nifemi was talking about what you do differently, I've been niching down. Initially, I used to be into just general food marketplace, and then I had to niche down into the multicultural sector because I know a lot of people find it difficult to find their cultural food, and some people want to try something new, but finding or knowing how to do to try new food experiences could be like difficult. And that's why I thought about, okay, like going into the multicultural food sector and supporting entrepreneurs in that area to thrive as well by working together. So yeah, let's connect. You can connect with our Facebook community. I'll share all this information by email. And yeah, we'll see you at the next event. I want to use this opportunity to say thank you very much to Nifemi. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You did justice to this topic and for giving your time. I know it's night in Canada, right?
Yeah,
It's
it's
night.
nice.
So, and I know you had to juggle a lot of things with your husband and the rest. So thank you so much. I'm so grateful. And
Welcome.
yeah, so you have a feedback. Lucy said it's a wonderful session. Fazio said it's amazing. Alina said thank you. So Christina too said thank you, Elizabeth. Yeah, thank you very much. So yeah, let's keep the conversation going. We'll meet at 12:30. Let's have a 10 minutes break. And
Okay.
yeah, so we'll meet at 12:30. I'll share the yeah, so that's the event link. I'll put in the comment section. You can join the events at 12:30 p.m. and yeah, let's connect. All right, everyone, do have an amazing time. We'll see you at 12:30.